family home with her.
Yeah. I know.
Give her a lot of love after this panel. I see two hands that have been up for a long time, so why don't you two go first, the next go second, in the same row. There's a blonde and there's a gal and there's a green lady.
Winner, chicken dinner.
One for all of you. I'd like to know, so we say your line that he's unaffected on that. Linda's favorite line that you said for Timmy, and Quentin's favorite line that you said for Axel.
Honestly, my favorite one is, hey, meatballhead.
Oh my God!
I love it. That's the guy. He's a jerk.
I liked crying. I liked and I liked throwing up. I liked all those little noises. And when we were doing Sailor Moon, every little thing they did, they didn't know what we were going to need noises for. So anytime any character lifted an eyebrow or something, they made us go, So I was constantly walking around all the time at home, like if one of the kids said, I don't like broccoli.
I hate him when he goes, my favorite line would be the obvious, gotta memorize. You're welcome. Something in the mom. Okay. My second, of course, is I'm so flattered! Sure that that sound is made.
On camera.
Thank you.
Sweet.
Next question.
Quentin, I just want to say that I'm like the world's biggest Kingdom Hearts fan. I just love the way you did Axel. You're amazing.
Thank you.
And can I request that Axel declares his love for Larxene?
For Larxene? Larxene, this is Axel. Listen, this might be out of left field. I'm a little drunk.
Jeez.
Our secret, don't say Axel. We're friends, yeah, best buddies. I love my best friend. You know, hey, we're bestest. I love you. Next day, I said, what?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
As the voice for Raiden for Metal Gear, for the Rising itself,
Yeah.
you did the rendition for American Psycho with Freddie Wong. What were your thoughts about that? And what were your reaction when they gave you that part for the voiceover for that?
It was very bizarre because I didn't know who Freddie Wong was at the time. I didn't know his background, and I can't quite remember who contacted me. But when they did, then I had to bring it to my agent, and they were clueless. I mean, they gummed up the works. So that aside, which is upsetting, I went, well, let me check this out, and I got down to the studio and I looked at these guys, and they're really great. They showed me, what Freddie had shot, and his vision, and it looked amazing. So when they said, it was kind of a parody of American Psycho, which is a Christian Bale film if you haven't seen it. What we did is Freddie shot a live-action version of my character Raiden from the Metal Gear series, doing a scene similar to that of Christian Bale's from American Psycho, what he does and how he starts each day. And it's very graphic, it's very bizarre, it's very interesting. So I got to lay in all of the dialogue, or monologue for that, I should say. So I did it in a number of ways, and what was interesting is the gentlemen who were recording me were not the director I normally work with, Chris Zimmerman, and they weren't the producers from Konami. So I'd give them a performance, they go, I don't know about this, I don't know about that, and I was like, you just don't know about much. Because you guys aren't the guys. I said, and I want to give Freddie what he wants, but he's not here. I want to honor this genre, but I also want to honor the character, so when you guys get to see it, you go, yes, that's the voice, that's him. So we had a great time with it. And in the end, I just had to put it in their hands, walk away, and hope when they cut it together that it turned out as well as I hoped it would. And I just saw it again recently, and I thought we did a pretty good job. What about you?
I absolutely loved it.
Did you? Well, then, there we go. Then we all did our job.
Great, cool. It was
Yeah.
good, thank you.
There's a making of online, if you haven't seen it yet. There's a behind the scenes.
I got
It's
it.
really cool. Yeah, it's a freak show.
Thank you.
I have a question for you, Quentin.
Yes, sir.
What's your thoughts on Naruto ending? Like, it's the manga and all that
Thanks for
stuff.
bringing it up.
Wow.
Despair. Horror. Madness. How can we live in a world without Naruto? I don't understand. Mommy! I want to go back to Wonka Land. Charlie, you won. You won! I mean, I would have liked it for it to have gone on forever. So, yeah. I don't know. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, it's sort of sad that it's ended.
Yeah.
But now it's going to be picking up with Naruto's kids.
I didn't know that. There's
Really?
I'll bring in Naruto Sensei because he's a good mentor.
Yeah, he
He
is.
also brings ramen when somebody does a good job.
That's true.
Ramen, especially college students. At least when I was in college.
Until you've had so much ramen that you're actually sick of it.
And what's your next choice?
Can't afford anything else. Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
Beans or toast.
Beans on toast is the best. I love it. They have it in England a lot. You guys out here too. If you would. Yeah. Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Here we go. Go. Belfast breakfast.
Belfast breakfast. Wait, what? How did you do that to me? Anybody else have a question for Chris Smith, by the way? Yeah, go ahead.
Me?
Go.
Okay. First of all, Quentin, I want to say I'm a huge Raiden fan. I
what?
love the game, Raiden,
Oh, right, Ben? Yeah.
right? I'm a
Thank you.
huge fan. I play the game. And my question is, how hard is it for you to do his voice?
Not that hard. Oh, thank you. Well, for me, it's not that difficult. For someone else who's having to do it, it might be more difficult. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's all part of me, and acting is what we do. What we put in is what we have to offer. Obviously, the more willing we are to bend and stretch, depending on the direction or the expectations of the producers, the director, the better performance there is. And when it works in harmony, obviously, that's the best. So, as far as writing goes, I mean, you changed over the arc of 3 games, and by the end, the director oftentimes would have to say to me, no, writing. Okay, Dark Ride, Jack. No, you're too heavy. You're too Jack the Ripper on this. Less Jack, more regular writing. So in that way, it was a little odd because writing's natural voices around here, kind of doing this thing. But then when he gets to Jack the Ripper, he says, "I am like the rain transform. I will rip your head off." Oh, the other writing? Sorry.
Okay,
Yes, Commissioner. We have a fan in the audience, and I need to speak to her right away.
I was just wondering if you could just say, if you remember a line from the game, from Metal Gear Rising, can you say like an insert in Raiden's voice?
What's your favorite?
The one where he's talking with Monsoon. Like, when he turns into Jack the Ripper.
And he would say,
I'm trying to remember. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Monsoon, you were nothing. I've been waiting for you. You've been waiting for me. I'm going to take you around the world because now it's time for Jack to let her rip.
On camera.
Clean that from round 4, clean up round 4. Yeah, oh yeah.
I got a question mostly for YouTube. Sorry, Quentin. My question for you as well. But as Chris mentioned, being voice acting like some roles I'm still putting on scripts on. But when I do decide I want to do actual cartoons, not online stuff, would you recommend kind of staying a little independent, find studios first, or join actor right away? And Quentin, what's it like to voice act in LA some days?
I'll let those barter. This is two-parter.
Yeah, this is too far.
Okay, first of all, I would say get a reel together for sure. Number one is get a reel together. So get whatever voices you have, put them together, put them onto a reel, have something. It's easy to do now because everybody's got their little home studios, and that's awesome. If you can have somebody direct you, or you can have, just you can write your own scripts and your own characters, or you can take some if you want from ones that have already been done. Make it your own. And then I think probably in Canada, the important thing is having an agent, I would say. Go out and get an agent. You can do some of it online, but most of it is going to be through your agent. And then eventually you probably want to be reading it.
Also, too, I don't know Calgary itself, its market, but I know Vancouver and Toronto. If there are any workshops around that are being taught by people who are actually active in the business, a lot of times the people who are teaching the workshops are people like Quentin or people directing Quentin and myself and Linda. And so that's actually a really good way to kind of get yourself in the door, to at least rub elbows with them, learn a few things about microphone technique, maybe, all that kind of stuff. But what it also gets you to do is it really gets you meeting people who are already plugged into a system, and they might, we all have a very different road. We all got to the same impasse, but very different ways. And so it's never one story, like it's never going to be the same story. So you're kind of writing your version of it right now. So I would just, anything and everything.
Another really good thing to do is to go onto voicebank.net, and that's got, is it all North America or is it just Canada? It might be North America. Anyways, it's got a lot of voices, like all of our reels will be on there, and then you can hear what people are doing. So find somebody who's sort of maybe in your wheelhouse and go, okay, and you'll get an idea of what a good reel sounds like too, and how long it should be. It shouldn't be very long, like a minute or so. That's about it. You don't want to go too crazy.
And then the LA question.
What was the LA question?
What's it like to voice act in LA? Like, is it hard getting in there? Is it difficult trying to find work space?
Yes. And yes.
Especially if you're Canadian. Yeah.
No, actually, Canadians.
Because you have to get a green card.
Well, yeah, but once you got that, then
Yeah.
you guys move about freely, nobody can tell. You seem, you're just like one of us.
I know.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Except for my stupid Canadian legs.
That's the giveaway. Is it? All I have to do is ask, we'll play pickup hockey? Oh yeah, all the time. Because there is, we have our Canadians playing, pickup hockey around Los Angeles. I mean, there's, might be like Rob Paulson from Michigan. Close enough. But to answer your question, is it difficult? Well, it's like, yeah, sure. I mean, Toby said it. Many paths, well, you said impasse, but I guess that would be.
It was wrong.
I heard impasse, but I guess it is, isn't it? No, dead end. That's horrible. So you go, pot of gold.
Destination.
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 Yeah, look, we're all here as a result, which is cool. And it's a process. People say, what's it like? It's, well,